Hello traders, this is Alla Fletcher, founder of Fibonacci Trading Institute and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system and software. In this webinar, we'll be teaching you how you can trade as a hedge fund trader on all instruments. But first, please remember, I'm here to empower you and educate you as I have done for the last 12 years, coaching traders all over the world. But I do not give you any financial advice in this webinar. All testimonials from my students never been paid for, and all software, all systems demonstrated as is. And I hope and pray you understand risks involved in trading future stocks, options, forex, crypto. So let's start the webinar, shall we? As I thank you so much for giving me such an important introduction. But the most important part is what you will be learning in this webinar: how hedge fund traders prepare and trade, how Alpha Fibonacci system identifies institutional trends and exits, which are essential for serious hedge fund trading. We will review futures, stocks, crypto, and forex in the current and prior markets. You will witness how traders trading all over the world Alpha Fibonacci system and software, and most importantly, how you can trade as a hedge fund trader on all instruments. So let's start with a special offer right away, because in case you have to run away, when you come to the fibinstitute.com and you see a pop-up, please register and you will be invited to our trading room, where you can ask personal questions and where you can view the power of the system and software on futures and other instruments. So please do that when you come to fibinstitute.com and register on pop-up. So since John had given me such a spectacular presentation, I only want to emphasize I'm extremely passionate about what I do. I'm very passionate about the system I develop. This morning I spent another 3 hours working on my strategy number 34. Because knowledge of the markets never end. Fibonacci is what forms the markets, and what I was teaching this morning to students from all over the world, from beginner to hedge fund trader. You can also come to our YouTube channel. You can listen to testimonials of our students on our podcast channel. And as you will see next, you can view our students' performance from all over the world. So, I travel the world meeting students. Last year I was in Dubai, in London, of course in New York, always, as I'm based between New York and California. I live and breathe what I do, and when Sam putting his daughter through Harvard, trading Alpha Fibonacci system on futures, when Emmanuel bringing his wife to the course, and when I'm invited to the wedding of our student, this is what it's all about. Because if this trader can do it, so can you. These traders changed the day they started the course, because I instantly change your mindset. You need to stop thinking as the bottom 95% does. You want to become successful? Stop chasing magic bullet. Stop chasing Vegas mentality. Stop speculating. Stop gambling. Stop trading on the news. If it worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. So if you're changing your mindset to become the top 5%, you start trading very differently, because you start riding hedge fund traders' power when you understand. They do not trade little tiny charts. They do not chase cheap indicators. They preset orders far in advance. And if you are a retail trader, you trade with them, not against them. No matter how little or how much money is in your account, you're riding that power. You never trade against it. You wouldn't stand in front of bullish train, would you? So why are you shorting against institutions, as we will dive deep next? And that's a crucial, critical key part. And that's what changes instantly in a single class. As you will see, traders share from all over the world. When you start riding institutional power and you start trading as intelligent strategic trader with Alpha Fibonacci chess, the sky's the limit. And that applies to all instruments and all time frames. So here is S&P mini future since December last year. How is it possible the Fed is raising rates and market skyrocketing? But you knew this many months in advance. So here's the reason hedge fund traders in the course right now. I'm bringing to your attention the system before the rally in October 2022. Here is October 3rd. Market crashing. Catastrophic sell-off of 22. The worst bearish year is done when price sold off from reversal zone. You are not shorting into. No matter how bad the inflation is, no matter how catastrophic worst rate increase in 40 years is announced at every FOMC release, you would never short near this level because you think live and breathe as top 5% does. You're riding institutional power. And we're discussing this in all live classes because buying the bottom with institutions is a very intelligent, brilliant thing to do. By the time market is open on January 1st, bullish rally skyrocketed, but pullback is a beautiful news. You're trading markets as Alpha Fibonacci chess because you knew months in advance where the problem will be. And market bought non-stop again and again and again. So when 6 months later price is breaking through this level and this is where market is, has anyone seen a good news in this world? Rates are being increased non-stop, housing market crashing, inflation's through the roof, but top 5% buying the market. How many shorts have you done since October last year? I teach you exact same thing I taught to JP Morgan traders. You're trading markets as intelligent strategic chess. Doesn't matter if you have $500 in your account or 500 million in your account. You know where to buy, you know where to sell. That's it. This is brick wall, and you knew this many months in advance. This is what I will be teaching in tomorrow's live class. So again, this is crucial key preparation for your trade. And when you think live and breathe as top 5% does, everything changes. You trade only at key institutional levels. As traders trade all over the world with rules. It's not possible when you speculate. It's not possible when you gamble. So let's see what played out during FOMC as I just closed our trading room. My goodness, take a look at this trading range. Scrolling to Alpha Fibonacci software for NinjaTrader 8. Can you obey the bold red zone? Can you remember that this is a place to short from? But as you will see next, we've been dealing with institutional brick wall. There is no institutional buying this morning because of the FOMC. These levels are retail. The short reaching this level and market reversed, that's it. Very, very weak FOMC trading range on retail chart. But again, you are not surprised. You knew this hours, days, weeks, months in advance. This applies to all instruments, all time frames. This is software for NinjaTrader 8. So when you trade with institutions, you understand On option traders' favorite chart, we came to the brick wall, to the upside. This is strategic, this is intelligent. All depends on the chart you trade. Do you love trading options? Then daily chart is for you. As again, we reviewed 3 different charts, but again, you know many months in advance. 4300 is lifeline for US markets. This level remains intact, zero reason to panic. And again, this is a spectacular chart where market been bought since March viciously by hedge fund traders and institutional traders. We agree on that. How many shorts have you done through since March? Look at your account. Can you? You love buying the bottom and you love selling the top with the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system. You bought the pullbacks as a hedge fund trader. You are riding the power. In exact same class what I teach to retail traders, I teach on drastically larger charts that reflect institutional bias, all identified far in advance. Little money, don't jump in and jump out of the trade. So just ride their power. Do not trade against them. This is critical key brick wall to the upside. This is a reason for extremely weak FOMC. That's it. Do not overcomplicate markets. It still remains my favorite thing since when I was introducing to Fibonacci in 2004 to solve the markets as a puzzle. So simply stop doing what majority does. Look around. How many traders do you know who are successful and profitable? Is everyone around you keep chasing indicators? Just go to Vegas or Macau, have the best time of your life. But when you come to trading, this is serious business. If JP Morgan traders whom I coach do not chase cheap indicators, why in the world do you? Do you want to be the bottom 95%, chasing magic bullets, hoping that delayed indicators would give you a solution? The answer lies in you. You are in charge of your account, and when you trade pure price for entry, the skies are the limit. Because you can trade all instruments and all time frames. This is a crucial key piece of a puzzle. So when you strategize, as institutional traders do, and identify institutional trend reversals prior to placing a trade, everything changes completely. Trading starts becoming a joy, not a stress. So what would your trading be like if you started trading as institutional trader, no matter how small your account size is? So here we go. Here's a test and here's a reminder. Why pure price is the answer. There is absolutely nothing on my chart. This is what I recognized in 2004 when I looked at the chart and I thought it was a different instrument. No one has a clue what this is. No one does. This is one of the most powerful stocks in US. But this looks exactly the same as 5-minute on S&P or 5-minute on Nasdaq or 1 hour on Euro or daily or weekly on Amazon. This is Apple, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't you know that? Of course you cannot if you're blocking your vision with indicators. You never can because price is blocked. But when you can trade pure price, you understand. Nasdaq looks exactly the same. Pound looks exactly the same. on 1 hour. And I do this test constantly. If I remove the name, no one knows what this is. So why in the world are you hurting yourself? Why in the world are you not focusing on pure price? When you do, you're reading markets as a book on all instruments, all time frames, and you stop wasting the most important commodity in life on chasing cheap, delayed indicators. Brad is a legend, my dearest friend for life. He was making $10 an hour at Best Buy. If I had to work 20 hours a day for years to develop my first system, it's so worth it because of his story. Do you know why? He became obsessed since the day he joined the course. He never stopped. Here he is 3 years after finishing the course, keeping in touch. And what do I love that he says? 10% loss ratio is unacceptable, but I will always redeem yourself. I love every guiding word from your years of knowledge. And that's on podcast. You can listen on our website. Every trade a different account, every trade a different background, and I will walk you through the website later on. So when you can trade pure price for entry and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci rules for exits, you can trade crypto, Apple, pound. You can use options. You can trade everything as traders do all over the world for the last 12 years. And most importantly, you will never, ever, ever, ever need another system ever again. This is predictive institutional system, which identifies key points of entry, hours, days, weeks, months, and years ahead on all instruments. This depends on time frames traded. We already reviewed S&P mini future on day trading and on institutional charts. But let's look at something very important that's a wake-up call after a single class. Curious to your attention. My hometown is bombed on the first day of the war. My friends calling me. It's surreal. What is happening the first week of the war? Market skyrocketing 350 points. Have you seen that? How is it possible? We're on the verge of catastrophic event. Market skyrocketing. It came to institutional buy point. It's stuck in that trading range. This is what was happening. This was surreal. Shorts obliterated, accounts blown up, war started in Ukraine, psychopath Putin trying to destroy humanity, but market rallying? Of course. Institutional orders sitting and waiting. And you know months in advance, after this level to follow. Because you will see in a single class COVID rally reached reversal zone. You're not losing money in 2022. You're trading much better than Kathy Woods. Oops. You're trading as intelligent, strategic human being. Correct? You understand how institutional traders think and trade, and you understand price moves one step at a time. Jumping on random short because of the war would never work, as market was bought non-stop on the way down during the biggest bearish year since 2008. This is a lesson of the worst year, of the most bearish year since 2008. Took months and months to break through this level. Selling pressure picked up the steam until buyers stepped in with vengeance in December But bearish markets require ultimate skill to trade. Do you understand the difference between bearish versus bullish markets? Here comes January. My goodness, bullish rally is on. Does anyone see anything happy in the world? Of course not. But price reached Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone identified many months in advance. There was only one obstacle to the upside. This became brick wall. My goodness, when war was playing out in Ukraine, this was brick wall to the downside. Now it's a brick wall to the upside. Rate increase had never been worse. Inflation never been worse. But market skyrocketed 700 points since worst rate increase. Have you been shorting the market because of the news? So bearish? Or have you been using your limitless brain? Because if trading on the news worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. It never does. But what works is your limitless brain. So if you're riding institutional power, everything changes. This is critical key test point. This is crucial key institutional chart. But as you will see next, you can apply this to all instruments, all time frames. Day trading is not for everyone. And that's a crucial key part. Trader in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, trader in New Zealand, in Japan, in Thailand, trading instruments and platforms I never even heard of. If instrument has price and platform has Fibonacci retracement tool, insert proprietary levels, apply proprietary rules, or use software for Ninja Trader 8 if you day trade futures. That's it. Pure price remains constant and proprietary rules are key. That's simplicity, that's purity. Don't buy bold red line. If you do, success rate less than 20%. And if institution short, you short. Can you do that? Precise entry, stop and target. That's it. And that's the software for Ninja Trader 8. This is what scanner look like. And you can add any instrument to the scanner you choose. Traders trade oil, gold, Nasdaq, Dow futures, any instrument. And you can trade tick charts, you can trade range charts. Because a 14-year-old Dominic can, anyone can. It's an honor when his father, hedge fund manager in London, bringing son to the course. During lockdown, Dominic was so bored he didn't know what to do with himself. And when you listen to his podcast, it blows you away. You start understanding that simplicity is the most important part. So when you have pure brain and phenomenal effort and you are obsessed with financial markets, have fun. Because if Dominic can, anyone can. I love working with beginner traders. Their brain is not clogged up. They don't have any other systems running, which are insecurity blankets. As you can hear in his voice, system is simple. Just obey the rules. And the sky's the limit. But his father, Andy, trading completely different instruments for retirement accounts for many people in UK. So beginner traders holding the bar very high. Simplicity is a critical key part. And this is bullish point of entry. When priced at the bull green zone, do not short, and if institutions buy, you buy. In the course, you learned that the bold green line is a critical key target. So with the Alpha Fibonacci system, you can trade all instruments. The most important part, institutional power, institutional reversals, institutional points of entries. Traders trade this all over the world. So, do remember this extremely important event? Do remember 2022? Has anyone ever said that Amazon is a security blanket, that it always goes up? It became a first company to lose $1 trillion. So when Amazon came to reversal zone in 2021, that was a place to exit long. Let's go back to Amazon before the crash, in case you missed the events in our trading room and course. Here is November 2021. Not the place to buy Amazon, the place to monitor for short. And again, if I go back to September 2021, you knew this many months in advance. That's it. Sell-off on Amazon actually started in July 2021. That's it. And you knew this months and years in advance. Day trading is not for everyone, but anyone can trade system long term. We have students in their 80s trading the system, firing financial advisors. Tomorrow's class, historical event. Instantly you see that you will never, ever, ever need another system ever again. So when the price reaches the bottom, what is happening in December 2022? This is a place you're monitoring for long. This was the end of sell-off and the end of the crash when Amazon sold off 70%. And when rules are met, take a trade. Can you do that? That's it. Amazon no longer at the bottom. Bullish rally skyrocketed. So if day trading is not for you, look at the chart once a day, once a week. Because if other traders can do this, so can you. And you can also day and position trade. Absolutely can. And that's a crucial key part. So when you come to the website and you click on students' performance and emails, you will find someone just like you. But what is one of my most favorite emails? From student's wife, Emmanuel brought Jennifer to the course. Yet another successful trading 40 points on NQ with two little babies on her arm, but this is critical key statement. Oh, this beautiful game of chess. Patience rewarded, wait calmly for science. That's how I teach you to trade. A strategic, intelligent trader. Only as a top 5%. You becoming proactive, not reactive. This is what destroys and blows up account, reactive behavior. My background, Johns Hopkins RN. I worked in research. Worked in psychiatry. I know how human brain works. Within 5 minutes in private mentoring session, I can tell you with 90% probability if you're meant to be day trader or not. Everyone wants to make money now, but to pass psychological test is the most important part of day trading success. So when you know in advance institutional exits and institutional entry points, everything changes. Proactive behavior becomes a joy. As again, thousands and thousands and thousands of emails later, waiting list of students to do the podcast. None of my students got hurt, but Bitcoin crash of 2022. What was extremely upsetting during that time? Do you remember what played out? Oh my goodness. Super Bowl, Tom Brady, hyping Bitcoin. So if you didn't own Bitcoin, you felt like a fool. But we're discussing in classes every single time. This is not the place to buy Bitcoin. This is a place to exit your long. So if you missed all the discussions in classes, I can take you back with my systems many, many years. Here is October 2021. That's it. Not the place to buy. no matter what Tom Brady says. Can you use your limitless brain? Tom Brady can afford to lose 70 million. If you cannot, do not buy reversal zone. You understand when to short, not to buy Bitcoin. Despite Tom Brady's Super Bowl and all the other hype. Breaks my heart when traders call me and say, I wish I listened to you. Do you know what to do with your Bitcoin position right now? Do you know that Bitcoin testing critical key level, the bold pink line to the downside? Do you? This is key. So when Bitcoin skyrocketing, but right now on bearish correction, you're not panicking if you're holding long position on Bitcoin. You know what to do. And I will always answer your questions in the live classes. That's it. This is chess. You are trading much better than Brady and everyone who created hype and hurt so many people. Theo, legend, I adore him. My dearest friend for life came to classes 2 o'clock in the morning in Melbourne. We have huge community in Melbourne, Australia, where traders obsessed with my system. What did Theo say in December? Pay attention, please. When everyone obliterated, he's doing extremely well. What else did Theo say with his phenomenal performance on Forex and crypto? He also say, what I want to reiterate, what you teach is revolutionary in trading space, and it allows one to sit back and relax and only look for the highest probability trades. I can't wait to go back to Australia to meet my dearest friend for life, who is serious about trading and making phenomenal effort, trading everything, producing $17.81 on every dollar invested. So if you want to trade like Theo, first, you're not focusing on money. You're focusing on trade rules. Theo is not even using software. He's trading on MT4, MT5, and only when he has nothing on Forex, he moves to futures. And only then he's using software, confirming system versatile. Trade all instruments, all time frames. And that's how everything changes. When you can trade futures, stocks, forex, crypto, ETFs, mutual funds, and options on all platforms, or with multi-market scanner and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci software for Ninja 8. Alpha Fibonacci system guiding trader to trade markets only with institutions and never ever ever against them. Because if you will not stay in front of Goldman train, you're riding Goldman, BlackRock, JP Morgan power. Single class will change your trading forever. This is a crucial, critical, key part. Has anyone expected Apple to skyrocket this year? If you trade markets as Alpha Fibonacci Trading Chess, you knew this far in advance. That's it. Right now, bullish rally on Apple overextended. 187 is a critical key level. If this level holds up, all the pullbacks only worthless bearish correction. But where to enter the trade, you must know the rules. If this level is out, this level to follow. Price always moves one step at a time. That's it. And again, and again, and again. If I bring you back to the markets in December, this was the bottom on Apple. You don't have to day trade. You can look on your charts once a week. This was the bottom on Apple. 129 level. not anymore. That's it. And you can easily enjoy all of this in thousands of videos on our YouTube channel. The core of the Alpha Fibonacci system: institutional entries, institutional exits. And since we have student in Saudi Arabia, who is my dearest friend for life, let's recap oil, shall we? How is it possible Saudi is supporting Putin and keep cutting oil production? But oil keeps skyrocketing. It reached reversal zone. How is it possible the war is on and oil collapsed? Have you been buying oil just because war is on? Oil collapsed from 115 all the way to 60 despite the war. But now it reached reversal zone. That's it. And that's a critical key part that you see to the tick during oil news events, including on this day trading chart. We're going back to recap on all time frames, and you see it far in advance, well before any news. This was flawless institutional long, despite Saudi cutting production, and you knew it months in advance. Ken, legend, he came to me during COVID catastrophic event. Ken is a movie maker who made movie about Fibonacci Trading Institute that's posting on our website. What was so important about Ken's journey? All of his projects were cancelled. He was in shock, but he did not give up. He made a serious effort. So when he's sending me an email telling me he's paying cash for the house because he does not believe in mortgage, it's another story and the reason I live and breathe what I do. And when his daughter giving me card in London, if Ken can do it, so can you. This is a movie Ken made about Fibonacci Trading Institute. It's posted on our homepage. It summarizes all of my work. And that's thousands and thousands and thousands of stories later from traders all over the world. But every single trader, different account, different background, different instrument, different time frame. So when you strategize and identify your trading range prior to trading based on institutional alpha Fibonacci levels, everything changes. You think, prepare, and trade as top 5% does. What is the difference? What is the challenge? When institutions holding positions, that creates ultimate challenge. What else do I love to remind you? What else was extremely important event in the last few years? I hope everyone learned your lesson. Do you remember COVID? Do you remember the human tragedy that was playing out? So how is it possible market created the biggest rally in the history of the stock market? World in panic. Airports shut down. Everything is closed, but market keeps rallying. Of course, institutional points of entries came from Alpha Fibonacci buy point. You're not shorting the markets, no matter what Fauci says, no matter how scared humanity is. You're using your limitless brain. Top 1% doubled the money. Here's a critical key chart we were dissected during COVID. Every time horror was playing out on the front news, market was skyrocketing higher and higher and higher and higher. Murdochs of the world doubled the money. This was the easiest money made because top 5% doesn't think and live as a bottom 95% of humanity. So if you witnessed Johns Hopkins' testimony to Congress last month, you know where the truth lies. So I applaud to intelligent human beings who understand how the game is played. Because the only reason I took a vaccine because I was not allowed to see my children in New York. That's it. When everything closed in New York, when it looks like Armageddon. Top 1% printing the money. Bullish rally is on. So use your limitless brain, pretty please, and understand. In order to become top 5%, your thinking has to change completely. You're in front of the screen only at key institutional levels. You do not stare at your chart. And you know quite well to use currency to your advantage. I traveled to Europe to meet with students in London. So let's go to euro and let's go to pound. This is euro catastrophic sell-off 2022. This is spectacular flawless bullish rally. October 22. Everyone seeing this? Phenomenal time to travel to Europe. One of our students left Middle East and bought home in Europe because euro had never been so cheap. Here is euro before it skyrocketed, reaching reversal zone. You don't have to day trade futures. You can look on your charts once a week, once a month. It's no longer so cheap to travel to Europe. Euro skyrocketed. This is a trading range on euro. And I'm teaching all of that in the live class tomorrow, where students will be from all over the world. So when you understand the difference, everything changes. I promise you. You can think, trade, and live as top 5% does. This support is lifeline on euro, where euro been bought. War is getting worse, but euro skyrocketed. Oops! No surprise. Pound, historical low. But I look at my library of screenshots going back many, many years. Did you know that I projected this 7 years in advance? Give me a moment, let me find that screenshot. As again, I live and breathe what I do. I keep building new system, new strategies constantly. Because market is flawless alpha Fibonacci puzzle. 2016, 2009. Market stuck at this level for 7 years. Catastrophic sell-off. Some of the dearest people, dearest person who lives in London, we discussing catastrophic crash on pound is coming when this level is out. 7 years in advance. Where did pound skyrocket from? Reversal zone 111. You don't have to day trade. You can use system however you wish. I traveled to Canada when US dollar 40% higher. I knew this many, many months in advance. I also tell you today 132 is a critical key support on US dollar. This level is out. Everything changes. US dollar in free fall. And it's playing out right now in front of you. So if you can drive, if you can play chess, you can trade Alpha Fibonacci system. If you can pass psychological test, use system long term. Use day trade the system. If not, use system long term. Use it on any instrument you choose. So here's one of my favorite emails I just received. Carlton, healthcare executive, trading system part-time, keep bringing his friends time and time and time again. And here's one of Carlton's friends. Just finished the course. Patrick, another legend. What did he say? Referral to you from Carlton was the best thing to ever happen in my trading career. That's it. So please, if you're serious about trading, I look forward working with you. If you come to me not because of the passion for money, but with a passion for the game, I will teach you how to trade markets. As Patrick, as Carlton, as Dominic, as traders all over the world do. It's your choice what instrument you trade. It's your choice what time frame. And that's pretty much everything I prepared for this webinar. We already reviewed Amazon, and I would like to emphasize to you, critical key rules apply to every single instrument, every single time frame. So if you drive with rules, if you play chess with rules, you can trade Alpha Fibonacci system. System traded globally on all instruments, all time frames. Software came out in 2019. When graduate of the course Pat brought to my attention software, we've been working with software for Ninja 8 as well. So listen to podcasts from students all over the world. And remember, you don't have to come to live classes. At least half of our students in different time zones are working full time. In private member area, you have over 300 prior live recorded classes. So when you listen to students' podcasts and reason Emmanuel brought his wife to the course, and Carlton keeps bringing his friends, and Ken accomplishing absolutely phenomenal results, and Richard retired trading the system, and David trading it all. And I look forward being back in Australia, meeting Theo in person. Stories of students is the reason I live and breathe what I do. I look forward to receiving email from you. Only you know what's appropriate for you. Is it S&P mini future? Or is it NASDAQ? Or is it options? Or is it stocks? Richard, retired oncologist, was long on Tesla in 2021. Ouch. As he says in his podcast, he preserved his retirement account because he became my private mentoring student. Choice is yours what you want to trade. Every trader, different account, every trader, different background. Another trader, Pablo, complete beginner trader, listen to his podcast, please. If complete beginner traders can trade Alpha Fibonacci system, anyone can. That's it. And that's the webinar. And that's the summary that you can view on our homepage. I have only one private space for private mentoring students. As again, I encourage you to sign up for the trading room where you can ask me questions. Private mentoring, the last package, is the most desirable option because of the current crisis we're offering with $8,000 in savings. I work with you one-on-one, I test you, I quiz you, I keep you accountable. But you have access to all group classes, video library modules, trading room. Second option, group course, is the most popular option, savings $5,000. If you are not on Ninja Trader, option 1 and 3 appropriate for you. Under products, you can find so much more details. But if you have any questions for me, do not hesitate to contact me. Send me an email, please, or email me your questions. 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. Currently, I work on the book about my life where you will discover how I discovered fibs. When I saw and recognized clearly that patterns keeps repeating and I have extremely strong visual memory. Rich, incredible trader in London introduced me to Fibonacci. I still work with exact same team since 2004. And that's what you witness also on our YouTube channel, where you can see thousands and thousands of videos. But if you would like to see latest newsletters with videos, simply come to the blog. That's it. And that's the webinar. How you can trade as a hedge fund trader on all instruments, all time frames. So please sign up for the trading room, and I look forward to seeing you in the trading room bright and early tomorrow. I live and breathe what I do. I'm very proud of what I developed. So if traders can do it on Wall Street, if traders can do it from 14 to 80 years old, so can you. So please view all the details on the website. The least expensive program starts with savings of, let's go to this part. It's all on the website. You click join us and you will see all the numbers. Savings $5,000. System for all platforms. Hundreds and hundreds of videos, live classes and trading room only. $39.77 with lifetime system. So when you adding lifetime software for NinjaTrader 8, it is only $1,000 more. Savings $5,000. In private mentoring, I work on the instruments of your choice. So if you are not on NinjaTrader, options 3 appropriate for you. You work on stocks, you work on Forex, you work on crypto, no problem. Savings $6,000. But, hello Paul. Paul just signed up in South Africa. Amazing to see you. This is a course that's the most desirable. I have only one spot left. Lifetime system all platforms, lifetime software NinjaTrader 8, video library modules, group course, and private mentoring. I test you, I quiz you, I show you if you meant to be day trader or not, and if not, you simply shifting to larger time frames. Amazing to see you. Look forward to our first mentoring session. So thank you traders so much. Again, any questions for me? Simply click on contact us page and call or email me. I live and breathe what I do, and I look forward being on this journey with you. You will never need
Alla,
another system
very much
ever
for joining us,
again.
and we're going to wrap